Imagine a room containing 100 people. All of them want to be wealthy. Not necessarily billionaire wealthy. Not private jet wealthy, just financially comfortable. No money stress, no panic when the car breaks down. No checking the bank account before buying groceries, just enough wealth to breathe normally. Now here's the strange part. Almost everyone in the room knows the basic formula. Spend less than you earn, avoid high interest. Debt, invest consistently. A secret vault beneath Wall Street. It's available for free. books.podcasts.youtubevideos.articles.financial. Calculators. The instructions are everywhere. Yet most people never become wealthy. Why? If the formula is so widely known, why isn't everyone rich? Because the real obstacle isn't information. It's something much less exciting and much harder. The real reason most people never become wealthy is that wealth building is deeply, painfully, unbelievably boring. Let's start there. Imagine I offer you two paths. Path A, a slow process that takes 30 years, requires patience, consistency, discipline, and delayed gratification. Path B, a shortcut, a secret, a hack, a breakthrough, opportunity, potentially life-changing, potentially very fast. Which path attracts attention? Exactly. Humans love shortcuts. We are biologically engineered to love shortcuts. If someone uploads a video called "Build Wealth Slowly Through Decades of Responsible Behavior," it gets 12 views. Half of those are accidental. Meanwhile, "How I Made $1 Million in 6 Months" gets millions of clicks. Not because people are foolish, because people are human. The wealthy reality is often boring. The fantasy is entertaining, and entertainment usually wins. Now, let's talk about time, the ingredient everyone hates. Imagine a stick figure, invests consistently for 40 years. Nothing dramatic happens in year 1. Nothing dramatic happens in year 3. Nothing dramatic happens in year 7. The progress feels slow, almost invisible. This is the problem. Humans are terrible at appreciating gradual improvement. We want results. Now immediately, preferably before lunch. The issue is that wealth compounds slowly at first, then rapidly later. Unfortunately, most people quit during the slow part. It's like planting a tree and becoming angry because it isn't 6 feet tall by Tuesday. Compounding rewards patience. Humans reward excitement. Those two systems frequently disagree. Then comes another uncomfortable truth. Most people spend their entire lives optimizing small decisions while ignoring big decisions. Imagine someone spends 3 hours researching how to save $4 on groceries, then never negotiates their salary, never develops a higher-paying skill, never explores career opportunities, never increases income. It's the financial equivalent of searching for spare change while standing next to a gold mine. Again, saving money matters. Absolutely. But many people focus on tiny financial decisions because tiny decisions feel manageable. Big decisions feel scary, and scary decisions often create the largest outcomes. Then there's lifestyle inflation, the greatest magician in personal finance. Imagine you finally get a raise. Wonderful, you've earned it. You celebrate. Then your expenses quietly follow you. A nicer apartment, a nicer car, nicer vacations, nicer everything. Nothing outrageous, nothing irresponsible, just slightly nicer. Over time, your income rises, your lifestyle rises, and your financial position barely changes. It's like climbing a mountain while carrying a backpack that automatically gains weight. The higher you go, the heavier it becomes. This is why some people earn twice as much as they did 10 years ago and still feel financially stuck. The finish line moved again? Then there's consumption, the national hobby. Modern society is incredibly good at convincing people to spend money, almost impressively good. Entire industries exist solely to make purchasing feel emotional. Become successful. Buy this watch. Become respected by this house. Become important by this product. Become a better version of yourself. At some point, shopping stops being shopping. It becomes identity, construction. And that's expensive because wealth often comes from owning assets. Consumption often comes from buying liabilities. One tends to make you richer, the other tends to make stores richer. Now let's discuss risk, because risk is where things get complicated. Many people want the rewards of wealth. Fewer want the uncertainty. Businesses involve risk. Investing involves risk. Changing careers involves risk. Starting something new involves risk. Wealth often grows when people take calculated risks, not reckless risks, not casino, risks, calculated risks. The problem is that risk feels uncomfortable, and comfort is seductive. Very seductive. A comfortable life today can quietly prevent a better life. Tomorrow, not always, but often enough to matter. Then there's perhaps the biggest reason of all. Most people underestimate how much wealth is actually required to feel wealthy. This one is fascinating. Imagine someone says, if I could just make $100,000, then they reach $100,000. Now it's if I could just make $150,000, then if I could just make $250,000, then if I could just, the target moves forever. Humans adapt quickly. What once felt extraordinary becomes normal. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. Economists call it predictable behavior. Normal people call it, wait, where did all my money go? The problem isn't always a lack of wealth. Sometimes it's an endless expansion of expectations. And expectations are expensive. Now here's something nobody likes hearing. Wealth building is often less about intelligence than behavior. Painful. I know people love imagining wealthy individuals possess secret knowledge, some do. But many simply repeated good decisions for a very long time. The same way getting in shape is less about discovering a secret workout and more about showing up repeatedly. The fundamentals are not mysterious. The execution is difficult. Very difficult because life gets in the way. Emergencies happen. Children happen. Divorces happen. Medical expenses happen. Layoffs happen. Reality happens. Which brings us to an important point. Not everyone who fails to become wealthy failed because of bad decisions. Some people face enormous obstacles. Bad luck is real. Economic disadvantages are real. Unexpected hardships are real. Wealth is never purely about effort. Anyone claiming otherwise has probably never experienced enough life. But even after accounting for all those realities, another pattern remains. Many people simply abandon the process too early. They stop investing, stop saving, stop learning, stop building, because the rewards feel distant. And distant rewards are difficult for humans. We're built for immediate feedback. Wealth offers delayed feedback, sometimes very delayed, which is why so few people stick with it long enough. So what is the real reason most people never become wealthy? It's not because they lack information. It's not because they never heard the rules. It's not because wealth is some mysterious secret available only to a chosen few. It's because wealth building often requires doing ordinary things consistently for extraordinarily long periods of time. Saving when spending feels more fun. Investing when results feel invisible. Being patient when impatience feels natural. Choosing ownership over consumption. Choosing long-term rewards over short-term excitement. Again and again and again, until eventually the results become visible. The irony is that the formula isn't hidden. It's sitting in plain sight. The hard part isn't finding it. The hard part is following it long enough for it to work, which is considerably less exciting than most people hoped. But it also explains why wealth remains so rare. Because while everybody wants the outcome, far fewer people are willing to endure the process. And unfortunately, the process is where all the money is made.